Police behind me, you know that I'm smashing. I ain't pulling over, you tripping.
What's up, subbies? You know you love me and you can't get enough of me. Woo! It's your girl, Marie, with 2 E's, baby. Alright, y'all. Y'all already know what I'm bringing to you by the title of this video. But before we get into it, I need you to like, comment, and subscribe. Follow girl on all social media. And don't forget, ring that bell one time for one time. Alright, you guys. So let's go ahead and get started with this cooking video. As you guys can see, my son and his toys, they always where they're not supposed to be. Now I'm just laying out everything that you will need, or that I use to make my seafood boil. So right now we have country crock butter, garlic, accent, lemons and limes, Xana Ranch extra spicy crab boil seasoning, extra spicy, and then the regular crab boil seasoning, a potato, of course some hot sauce, Louisiana, and Old Bay to give it that extra spice. And now the best part, the seafood. So as you see, I have crab legs, mussels, and king shrimp. So let's go ahead and get our water and stuff on the stove. Looking for a pot, y'all. Nothing's in the pot, y'all. Of course, you got to clean it out, add some water, put it on the stove. I probably turned the eye on about medium to let that go ahead and start bubbling or boiling before I put my seasonings in. And as you can see, we're adding the seasonings. I don't know what's in it, y'all. Read the ingredients. But it's pretty spicy. Just drop it in. Go on ahead, girl. Drop it in. All right. Back to the food, y'all. So now we are about to get ready to slice the potato. I had already pre-washed it before all of this, y'all. I'm not nasty like that. But now I'm just about to cut it in like medium-sized circles because I really don't care about how my food look. I just want it to be good. So go ahead and add it to the seafood because all of that's going in the same pot. I was debating on if I wanted the butts, but I changed my mind and ended up using them anyway. So now what I'm about to do is squeeze some lemon on it. I squeeze lemon on my seafood just to give it a little tangy taste, and it helps keep the moisture of the seafood. So that's what I'm doing now, squeezing lime and lemon. Make sure it's good and juicy. Now I'm about to use the butter. You know, seafood without butter is just not life. Like, I'm about to go ahead and put butter at the top of the clusters. Like so. So that as it's cooking, the butter and the seasoning will all go into the clusters. I don't know if y'all ever was eating a crab and like you go to pull the meat out and it's still cold. Yeah, they didn't cook their crabs all the way through right. Mine will not be like that. Okay. So now we are ready to add it to the pot. I am checking on the water, making sure that the seasoning is in there good and right. Because if your water ain't seasoned right, your food ain't going to be right. Tell you that now. That's the trick of all trades. If your water is not seasoned to perfection, it's not going to work. That's why I picked up that Old Bay, because that water was nasty. So as you see, I'm adding more seasoning to it because, like I told you, you might want to over season your water just a little bit. Just a little bit. I'm trying to make sure everything all good and mixed in well. And of course, we go back to that butter because it ain't right if it ain't butterful. Add some chunks of butter in there. And now I'm adding in my potatoes. Excuse my niece, y'all. She just be doing what she want to do. All right, so now that everything has been boiling and I checked my potatoes and they were soft or almost close to being soft, I'm going to go ahead and add in my seafood. The trick to crabs is you want to make sure that you get your crabs at the bottom of the pot. That's where the majority of the steam is. That's where the seasoning sinks to. That's where majority of everything is. So I tried to stuff as many crabs. Well, I stuffed all them crabs in there. And I made sure they were at the bottom. And as you can see, my water's boiling. It's kind of probably about to boil over. But it may not. It probably will. No, 9 times out of 10 when I'm cooking seafood, it always boils over. I don't know. It just do. So I'm just checking in on the seasoning, making sure everything is submerged. That's the only way it's going to cook right. Make sure everything stays under the water. And the trick to cooking, y'all, clean up as you go. See, there I go. Clean up as you go. It makes your job a lot easier. And if you do it while it's hot, it comes off a lot better. So clean up as you go. Not much to do when you're done. So I let it cook for a while. And now that it's done, my seafood is just about done. I'm about to go ahead and start making my sauce. Y'all, if the sauce ain't right, you ain't living. I don't know how many times I got to tell y'all that. Like, the sauce is life. Like, it got to be on point. So as you see, the base of my sauce is butter. Like I said, it's butterful. Like, you can't not have butter in seafood. I kind of like the taste of garlic butter when it comes to my sauce. But I do add other stuff in it as well. But my butter does have a garlicky base to it. So freaking good, y'all. Like, oh, so good. I'm waiting for the butter to go ahead and subside and melt a little bit more before I add the rest of the stuff. I'm adding in Old Bay seasoning. Louisiana hot sauce. You guys can always feel free to add and remove anything that you don't use or don't like. I remember I told you that I like my butter to be garlic based. So I'm going to add my garlic in now. And you guys, I really like garlic, so I added a lot. You can't really see my chunks, but yeah, I added a lot. Like 2-3 spoonfuls. Because I kind of like the taste of garlic butter. I don't know if you've had that. If you haven't, boy, you ain't living. Yeah, you guys can always add more, add less, based off what you like and what you don't like. Now I'm just stirring all the ingredients together, making sure the butter is melting, making sure everything is coming in, mixing well together. Y'all know I'm impatient, so I had to turn the eye up so the butter can melt a little faster. You want to make sure that the butter is completely melted so it's not chunky. Like, you don't want to bite into a piece of butter. You want it to be like melted butter, creamy and saucy. So now I'm just stirring everything, making sure that it's not lumpy and chunky. And all the ingredients is meshing well together, and the garlic is, you know, subsiding into the butter. I'm adding more hot sauce because I felt the need to add more hot sauce. I like my stuff to have a little kick to it. I just like my stuff to taste a certain way. That's all it is. Adding some more Old Bay seasoning. And then we're just going to stir it again to make sure everything is mixing well and the butter is melting. Butter look nice and creamy now. And just let everything simmer for a little bit. You gotta taste it, make sure it's right. Now I'm about to take the seafood out the pot. Ooh, them crabs look good, y'all. Steaming. Look at them dripping. So I'm only going to take out what I want to eat because my nieces did want some as well. You know your girl greedy because I'm still digging in the pot. Y'all know it's real. I had to go get another spoon. Oh, y'all. I'm still digging. Okay. I was real hungry this day, y'all. That's all that was. I was just really hungry. Making sure I got some potatoes in there. All right, so I got everything out that I'm going to eat. And this is the final product. Like, this is my seafood. Look how that junk steaming. Ooh. Oh, that thing smell good. Y'all don't smell that? That thing smell good. All right, y'all. So I hope you enjoyed this cooking video. If you guys want to see my mukbang to this seafood, come back next Thursday.
Police behind me, you know that I'm smashing. I ain't pulling over, you tripping.